took my hair.
You took my husband.
My mom.
My dad. You tried to take me.
And now?
You're not getting anything else.
Because I am still here.
I am still here.
I am still here.
See, this is a fight. In cancer.
We are going to win.
You told your brand new car. Nobody's hurt, but there will still be pain. It comes when your insurance company says they'll only pay 3/4 of what it takes to replace it. What are you supposed to do? Drive 3/4 of a car? Now, if you had Liberty Mutual new car replacement, you'd get your whole car back. I guess they don't want you driving around with premium. Smart.
With Liberty Mutual new car replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
An officer killed, wildfires in the West, and a border crisis in Latin America. Let's zoom through some of today's other top stories. Suspect in custody today in Louisiana after allegedly shooting and killing a police officer responding to a domestic disturbance call. The officer was fatally shot responding to a call after 3 women were stabbed in the town of Sunset, about 60 miles west of Baton Rouge. The slain officer, Henry Nelson, the second Louisiana police officer killed in the last 4 days. The suspect, Harrison Lee Riley Jr., will be charged with first-degree murder for Officer Nelson's death and the death of one of his stabbing victims. Wildfires out west have charred nearly 1.6 million acres, leaving much of the northwestern region with unhealthy, smoky air. According to fire officials, firefighters are having a hard time breathing when fighting the blazes. 200 U.S. Army soldiers are already helping fight fires in Washington state. Crews from Canada also coming in to help battle some of the greatest wildfires in that state's history. Possible signs of progress along the Colombia-Venezuela border after the foreign ministers of both countries promised increased cooperation following talks on Wednesday. But hundreds of Colombians deported from Venezuela continue crossing to their country, carrying all their belongings literally on their backs. Look at this. Thousands of others have already left after the closing of the nation's border crossing and a crackdown on smuggling forced migrants from their homes. Diplomats have not announced a solution yet, but did say the 2 countries will form a joint plan for border security in the next couple of days. And meanwhile, the crisis continues at the border. Now, 2 new developments from Wall Street, where the good times apparently continue to roll after yesterday's big rally. Let's take a look now at the Dow. Look at them, all the numbers up. The Dow up 210. S&P 500, 28, and the NASDAQ up 78. But who better than Manny Drew to tell us what's going on in the market rundown? Manny, good morning.
Hey, good morning. It's quite the roller coaster, isn't it, Jose? So, yes, we're building on yesterday's gains, which were the biggest in 4 years on Wall Street. So now the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P mid-caps have joined the S&P in coming out of correction territory. And part of it was bolstered by the fact that we got data on the GDP for the second quarter, and the U.S. economy grew faster than initially thought at a 3.7% annual pace. That is faster than the 2.3% rate that was reported last month. Nonetheless, obviously everybody's sort of doing a lot of finger pointing at the moment, who's to blame for the recent global market rout. And a Chinese central bank official, Jose, came out this morning and said the Fed should delay its rate hike because it could push emerging markets into crisis, and that the Chinese currency devaluation was not to blame for the recent global market rout. So as I say, a little bit of finger pointing there. But in terms of what's happening here in this market, we've got energy shares there recovering, crude is up 4%, but still, here's the good news for everybody ahead of maybe taking a little, driving vacation for Labor Day. The national average for gas prices fell another 2 cents overnight to $2.53 a gallon. So that's down 18 cents from just a month ago and 90 cents from a year ago today. And to have gas prices falling this much per day going into Labor Day, let me tell you, it's not that common. And here in New Jersey and also in New York, we're more than $1 per gallon down from a year ago today. So that's good news for everyone, a little bit more money in the pockets.
Just seems like it takes forever these prices to go down,
It does. Yes, and obviously if crude prices continue to recover, then it will go back up again. So we just have to wait and see on that one. But for now, at least, sort of day-by-day situation. And now there's a little bit more change in your pocket from gas prices.
Mandy, great seeing you. Thank you for being with me. We're learning new details about the gunman who killed a reporter and a cameraman during a live broadcast yesterday. Coming up on the rundown, we're going to dig deeper into the mind of the man who described himself as the human powder keg. Plus, South Florida and the East Coast on alert. Tropical storm Erica inches closer. It looks pretty big, doesn't it? We're going to talk to the experts, see what happens. There's an 11 a.m. advisory coming out soon. Talk about that. A whole lot more next.
What's the most important thing?
They buy me food, they make sure I'm never lost. Well, they pay my allowance, encouragement. They just want to at night. Oh, now I remember.
Why does it matter if Cigna covers preventive care? Because the next most important thing you can do for them is take care of yourself. Cigna, together, all the way.
Behold, these are two wind turbines. Can you spot the difference? The wind farm on the right was created using digital models and real-world location-based specs that taught it how to follow the wind. So while the ones on the left are waiting, the ones on the right are pulling power out to thin air. Very impressive, huh? Now, two things that are exactly the same have never been more different. GE Software. Get connected, get insights, get optimized.
At Wayfair, we want you to find everything you need for your home.
Search for bed, shower heads. You can find a place with red lounge chairs, dining chairs, outdoor and reclining chairs. Are cool, rugs that are comfortable, storage bins, and orange pattern islands.
So wait, you tell me that everything? Nice.
Find a match, something new, Wayfair, just for you.
Come find just what you need for your home at Wayfair.com today. We needed 30 new hires for our call center.
Spending too much time hiring, and I have time in my kitchen.
Need to hire fast? Go to ZipRecruiter.com and post your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards with a single click. Then simply select the best candidates from one easy-to-review list.
You put up one post, and the next day you have all these candidates.
Thanks so much, Alan.
Over 400,000 businesses have already used ZipRecruiter, and now you can use ZipRecruiter for free. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/offer700.
What can we do about the world's biggest challenges? How can one person change the planet? Join MSNBC and learn how to take action that can actually change the world. Become a global citizen. Together, we can picture the change. Go to msnbc.com/global citizen for more information.
Just in case you were wondering what Cheerios mean, home, rain.
To discover the big Lexus ES. Come into the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sale for some of the best offers on our luxurious models. Now through September 8th. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Developing now, we're learning more about the gunman who fatally shot two journalists on live TV in Virginia. The sheriff has identified Investor Flanagan as the shooter who killed reporter Allison Parker and photojournalist Adam Ward. Flanagan was fired from his job at that same TV station in 2013 for anger issues. Former colleagues described him as difficult to work with. Better rolling up Virginia and NBC's Sarah Daloff. Sarah, good morning. What new details are you learning today?
Oh, good morning, Jose. You know, people are coming forward with their experiences dealing with Investor Flanagan, who went by the name Bryce Williams when he was a reporter here. A lot of those stories paint a picture of a man who was quick to anger over perceived slights, one who was required by station management to seek counseling following repeated conflicts with colleagues.
He seemed to have a short fuse, so he didn't go his way. He didn't fit in because people found it difficult to work. And so, after a while, in that instance, we thought it was best if he left the company. And he did not happily. He had to get some assistance from the police to get him out there.
And the station was filming as Flanagan was fired monitored and removed from the building that day. The man behind the camera was Adam Ward, and it was Ward who captured a final image of Flanagan as he lay dying yesterday that helped station personnel identify him to police. At some point following the shooting, Flanagan faxed a 23-page document to ABC in which he referenced other mass shootings and described himself as a human powder keg just waiting to go boom. Now, his family has released a statement expressing condolences for the lives lost, for the friends and family of Allison Weber and Adam Ward. They've also expressed their prayers for the continued recovery of Vicky Gardner, who was the local official being interviewed on air when the shooting started. She was also hit, underwent emergency surgery, and now is in good condition. So a small bright spot of news, Jose, following a very difficult 24 hours here in Roanoke.
Sarah, thank you very much. Let me bring in psychologist Jeff Gardere. Doctor, thank you for being with me.
My pleasure, Jose.
Now, the fact that Flanagan recorded video of the shooting and then uploaded it to social media as he was on the run, is that unusual?
It is very unusual, and it's something that we haven't seen too much of. We have to be cognizant this is an individual who showed admiration for the shooters at the Virginia Tech and Columbine High School, and therefore being part of that club, if you will, had to do something that was different. He had to do something that was innovative, and he did that regrettably by shooting these individuals on live television and then tweeting it and doing social media. So that was the horrific part of that.
Yeah, and a man claimed to be Flanagan sent a 23-page fax to ABC News after the shooting, saying he suffered racial discrimination and bullying at work and was attacked for being black and gay. Let's remember about the recent Charleston church massacre quote. The church shooting was the tipping point, but my anger has been building steadily. I've been a human powder keg for a while, just waiting to go boom. What's your reaction to this?
Well, we're hearing it from the horse's mouth. He's telling us that he had a lot of emotional issues, a lot of issues with anger and rage, and you had the station manager who talked about from where he worked, that this is a person who had many perceived slights. So some of them were real, probably many of them were not real, but he took these things as emotional and mortal insults, way, way larger than how they should have been accepted or perceived. So whether it was the situation at the TV station or a road rage incident that we know about with him or anything else, at some point he was going to explode, and that's exactly what happened. The tipping point he talks about is Charleston, South Carolina, that shooting. But again, he says, well, if it wasn't that, it was going to be something else. So this man was a powder keg. He was very emotionally unstable.
It seems as though 2 years after you get fired from a place, that's when you decide to strike back. Is that unusual? It took so long.
It's not unusual at all, Jose. This was a person who the anger and the resentment was building. As we get more information as to any kind of relationships he had with significant others, with family, we'll see, and what is typical, that rage just continues to grow and grow and grow, and hell hath no fury, especially when someone gets in the way of this individual.
You know, Doctor, I've been trying to figure this one out, and we've kind of been talking about it throughout this morning's show. I mean, when you have someone who